Of the matter of Catherine Juanita Patton, file number 23-52981GA.
I want to welcome back all of our interested parties and participants. And for the record, we do have also Ms. Catherine Juanita Patton, who's rejoined us with Ms. Reggie Parrish. Is that right? Did I get that right? Yes, great. So by Zoom. So thank you for rejoining us. May I have the names of our in-person participants?
Kathy Lynn Canavo, and Your Honor.
Your full name, though.
Kathy Lynn Canavo.
It's not Kathleen?
No.
Just Kathy?
Kathy.
Okay. K-A-T-H or C?
K-A-T-H-I-E.
Okay.
Your Honor.
Well, let's get through who's going to be present here first, and then we'll get to our next stages of things.
Michael McFarland, attorney, guardian ad litem.
William Gross, attorney for Sheila Thompson.
Sheila Ann Thompson.
I'd like to actually start with Mr. McFarland.
Thank you. Your Honor, I would like to make an updated guardian ad litem report. I did a little research after the hearing yesterday. And the statute that we are dealing with specifically is MCL 700.5501. This statute does allow for gifts by the conservator if permitted in the, or I should say, in the power of attorney. And this deals with the power of attorney in Michigan. It does allow for gifts by the holder of the power of the attorney, if so stated in the document. It does state so in the document.
I hate to interrupt you on that point, but I have looked at that statute and the document, and I did not see where it allowed for gifts. So if you could let me know which section you think allowed for that, I would appreciate it.
I will, Your Honor, because I've read that several times, and there was a provision in there specifically for that. It also, the statute allows for an accounting if ordered by the court. In order for me to really advise the court on whether there has been a breach of a fiduciary duty, I'm asking the court to order an accounting, which would include gifts, money, and everything else. Doesn't appear as though Adult Protective Services obtained that, and it may incriminate or it may exonerate. I have no idea, but I would like to have an adjournment and order the court, maybe let's say within 30 days, to order an accounting from the power of attorney. If the court gives me just a minute, I will find that portion of the gift.
Okay. Kathy, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, first, please.
No. Whatever you need to say, you have
the
to
document to him to show you it pertains to a scheduling that would affect me in the court system.
You'll have to pass it along to the other attorneys for them to look at if you want to.
Okay.
And then if they have any objections, then they would be able to put those.
It's a jury duty notice, Your Honor. So I have no objection. She tells the court when she has to report for jury duty. So
Sure. Okay. Yeah, no objection from us to take this into consideration.
Okay, all right. So what's happening then that you think that's gonna? Do you think that's gonna interfere with our proceedings? Then is that what you're concerned about?
I wasn't quite sure how it was going to affect anything if it went on, if we continued from today. It's my indication that it's going to pertain to January and February.
Okay, well, I appreciate you bringing that to my attention. If it does become an issue, you know, where you get called in on a specific day where you're supposed to be here, then we will do our best to try to accommodate that. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. So do you really need me to look at that, or is that sufficient for us?
I just felt the need that I should make you aware of it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm sure the other attorneys are as well. All right, on the request.
Your Honor, I can find that section for you.
Go ahead.
It is section 9 to prepare, execute, file income, comma, ad valorem, comma, gift, comma, estate, comma, and other tax returns. So it does say gift under that. So that's.
Well, this provision appears to me to refer to the preparation of tax documents, government reports, declarations, applications, requests, and documents in connection with the premises. Your assessment of that, Mr. Gross?
I appreciate the guardian ad litem's stance on that. It does appear to me that it probably just refers to gift tax. not to make.
And it's just not quick purview, and I would really have to go through it in more, a little bit more detailed stuff, just, anyway.
Well, that's all right. I would say that I have reviewed the statute and compared it to the power of attorney. And one question while we're talking about that is, I would like to know whether or not there's been an acknowledgement executed in conjunction with this particular document for your client, Mr. Gross, if you know?
Of the power of attorney?
Yes.
Assuming I did when Dale Smith was alive.
This is back in 2018.
Yes.
Yeah, my client believes she did. I don't see it necessarily on the copy that I have.
Yeah, I don't have it either. And for her to exercise the authority under the durable power of attorney, we would need to have that. And I know you mentioned that we had been here before on a petition and acknowledged that you had a power of attorney. I don't have that file in front of me to see whether it was filed in that previous application, but that is obviously something that's very relevant for me in consideration of what we're trying to accomplish here today. I do have a question for you, Ms. Thompson. Do you wish to remain primarily responsible for decisions that would be made by a guardian or a conservator, or what is your position? Do you have an objection to putting an independent person in those roles?
I don't
And if you need
know.
to talk to your attorney, please feel free.
No. Okay, yes, I will still consider it.
The reason I raised that question is because Ms. Kathy's not asking to assume those responsibilities. She's asking for Karen Muir and Ashley Hanson Grimes to assume those responsibilities. And so I don't think we need to put your family through any more testimony and the difficulties that that can sometimes cause if you in fact are agreeable to allowing those two people to step into those roles, understanding that those two people would be expected by this court and by statute to work with all the family members and all of the people that are in Catherine Patton's life in considering and making those decisions. So I don't know if you want to take a few minutes and talk that over, but I just wanted to, ask that before we go any further today, because I think we're at the cusp of where it might get more difficult to make it through family holidays after this.
Yeah, if we could have a couple minutes to chat about this.
Very good, thank you.
Right back.
Appreciate you taking the time to do that.
If I could also chat with you briefly also, Will, outside.
Okay.
When you're done.